Hi, my name is Kayla Compton, and I'm going to be starting off our Facebook Insights report presentation for SIPSI. We really liked looking at the Facebook page and really diving into what SIPSI is and the brand. We started off with a company overview. We pulled this statement from the website. I'm just going to read it real quick. We believe that we can improve people's lives, our organizations, the environment, and the world overall through business. Founded in 2015, our purpose is to create and deliver products and services with a socially conscious perspective. We know that we want to interact with a company that strives to think beyond itself and operates with the highest of integrity. SIPSI is trying to be more than just a product on the market. SIPSI wants to participate in the conversation around sustainability, around reducing waste, which is really important. If you have a product that works towards reducing waste and sustainability, it's important to participate in those conversations and be a leader of conversation in that area. If you want to be a part of people's lives, it's more than just being a product. It's really interacting and being involved with your customers and your consumers and people who follow you on social media, including Facebook. We did a listening campaign and kind of looked at what are customers saying online, and it was really difficult because customers aren't saying a lot online. On Facebook, there had been no comments on any Facebook posts in 2018, and we looked on Instagram too, and there were very few comments on Instagram. Most of the comments on Instagram were kind of spam comments. They were from random users who are trying to get more follows, not genuine customers trying to interact with the brand and with the company. So it's really important to increase engagement. We're going to talk about that more later, but we want comments on Facebook. We want customers to respond and to be part of the conversation. You can't have a conversation that only goes one way. You have to get consumers and customers to reply back, to comment back. And we took a look at some of SIPSI's competitors. SIPSI really is doing something that no other company is doing. They are a unique brand with a unique kind of perspective. They are a bottle stopper, and there are traditional bottle stoppers, but most of them are only geared towards wine. SIPSI can work for a lot of different things: plastic water bottles, beer, wine, Gatorade, just any kind of product that has a lid, it can be used. There is not really a single brand dominating the traditional bottle stoppers, wine stoppers industry. When you think of tissue, you think of Kleenex, but for traditional bottle stoppers, there's not really one brand that catches your attention or that's highly marketed online. And traditional bottle stoppers are traditionally sold in department and home goods stores. They aren't really sold online as much, I guess, on Amazon now and stuff, but there's not really a direct brand or company that is only selling bottle stoppers or wine stoppers. And they're not really a product that's traditionally marketed on social media, so that's definitely a great avenue to take advantage of and be the unique voice on social media and do something that no one else is really doing. We also took a look at reusable beverage bottles. There are lots of companies that are reusable beverage bottle brands that are highly marketed, really dominating the market. A popular one at San Diego State on campus is Hydro Flask. There's also Clean Canteen, Nalgene, pretty popular reusable water brands. So we just took a look at them and kind of compared and contrasted and looked at what they were doing well. So all of these accounts had over 70,000 likes and follows on Facebook. Most of them posted almost every day, if not every day, on Facebook, and a lot of it was user-generated content. So they were sharing pictures from their users who were using the product all around the world. Definitely something to consider and look at more. All of these brands hosted giveaways throughout the month of September. Giveaways are a great way to get more consumers and customers following your brand. People love free things, so when you give out free things online, you are more likely to get their attention, get their follows, and it's a great way to partner with other companies as well. Something else we noticed, Clean Canteen took use of branded hashtags. They used hashtag truly clean and hashtag bring your own frequently on social media, especially Facebook. So that's something definitely noticeable, and consumers are going to recognize that after a while, and they're going to know when they see that hashtag that's the brand that they're talking about. Also, something we noticed was that images, videos, or some kind of visual were included on every single post on Facebook. Visuals are so much more noticeable on social media, especially Facebook, when people are scrolling through their feeds. They are more likely to get their attention caught and stop and look at an image rather than just text posts. Text posts can definitely get lost in the stream of posts on Facebook. And we also noticed Hydro Flask, they responded to customer complaints in a polite and informative manner, just moving it to direct messages, saying here's more information, message us if you need any other help. And then something we noticed about Nalgene was they had a specific Marvel collection and promoted it for kids to back to school. So they were doing something with a separate brand and different entity. Licensing is definitely an option for some companies, and it's something to take into consideration because people love superheroes, they love their sports teams, and when you put those on products, people are super interested in that, and they're definitely more willing to buy a product when they see their favorite things on the product. So that was kind of a look at different competitors, what they're doing, and definitely are things that Sipsy can do or Sipsy can kind of learn from and take advantage of on social media to kind of promote themselves more on Facebook.
Okay, so my name is Steven with Push Media. I am part of the group of 4 working with your company Sipsy, and I'll be going over the target audience. Going off of our last competitor analysis, we move on to target audience, and the first is business to consumer. And online retail sale is going to be 30-year-old women with kids, environmentally conscious, and would pay for a higher quality product that's made U.S. and FDA approved. From there, we go from business to business, and that's going to be nonprofit organizations with environmental causes, businesses with sustainable practices such as Patagonia, for instance, as an example. And then from there, we move on to our goals. And there are about 4 of those, and from there we're going to say for number 1, to generate and participate in conversations about the problems of waste created by single-use products, especially plastic water bottles. We're using these stoppers to get rid of the caps and replace the water bottles that we would like to not waste and reuse. It's going to help with impact, and it's going to address a lot of problems that we have with waste. Number 2, to increase numbers of individuals and organizations that follow us and that we follow who are environmentally aware and share the desired use against waste. Number 3 would be increase the number of reposts as well as sharing of our content and post related articles from other Facebook users, such as like-minded companies that we would like to work with. And that moves us on to number 4, which would be to increase traffic in a whole to the website and conversations, increasing the conversations that involve Sipsy and anything with reuse rather than waste. And from there, we're going to move on to the analysis of our goals. And I'm only going to cover 2, and we're going to move on and we're going to cover the 3 and 4 after this. But number 1 would be to share more articles, images, videos, and stories regarding waste to improve and increase knowledge on Sipsy and what it can offer, include statistics and emphasize the importance of the issue, and then increase statistics on the great effects that could be achieved by reducing waste, especially water bottle waste, which I think this company is surrounded by, and tips you on easy, simple lifestyle changes that lead to a new mindset when considering reducing waste. As well as if we were starting the conversation, we would need to keep it going by monitoring comments and related stories and posts, and just kind of snowballing on everything and just going off of all that. And then we move on to number 2 in our goals, and that would be to research users that follow companies that share similar beliefs, like I said earlier, with their values, or that have the same purpose of reducing waste, eco-friendly, just as Sipsy. Appealing to younger audiences by promoting different uses of Sipsies. It could be sports related, it could be everyday related, hiking, outdoorsy, even indoor, just conserving waste as a whole. including wine and beer stoppers for the adult audience. Considering looking into restaurant chains that are known for being seasonal, eco-friendly, sustainable, and health-conscious, they could potentially become a new target audience since they serve alcohol beverages and that need to be stoppers, or that need stoppers. It would be great for that. Like True Fruit Kitchen, for example, would be excellent for that. They're very, very eco-friendly. They're very, very to the earth, with the earth, and it would help all the recycling. And it's just an example, but that's something that I think we could use to benefit this product. So moving on.
Okay, so continuing on with the analysis of goals, for number 3, that overview of that goal was to increase the number of reposts and shares of our content and posts of other related articles from other Facebook users. So in that analysis of that goal, we said to research and analyze what competitors are doing well and kind of build upon that, and then also see how they're engaging in a conversation that promotes their product indirectly without actually having to talk about it maybe, but also adds to the important conversation of limiting waste. So by that we kind of mean to kind of see and get a feel for other companies that have the similar values that SIPC does, and see what they do to engage in conversation about those values and about product consumer consumption and limiting waste and all of that stuff. We also said to incorporate statistics and stories related to the effects of plastic waste and the positive effects that are possible in order to increase engagement. And I think for that one, incorporating statistics that might be a bit shocking or, like an attention grabber might prompt people to look into it more, and then kind of increases engagement. And also, if we give statistics not only about how much waste occurs in a given year, but how greatly we can reduce it, like statistics that show the potential of positive effects we can do by being more eco-friendly and watching what products we do buy and purchase, and purchasing products that help limit this, like just statistics about how that could positively affect the planet. And then we also said the audience will be more engaged and more willing to report, tag friends, comment, if they believe the message is important for others to see. So for that one, I think that's probably the most important one for increasing user engagement, increasing the amount of reposts, shares, comments, tags, just because people are going to be more inclined to post or tag their friends in something that they hold a certain emotional connection with. So if they share the same values or they see that SIPC posted an article or information about something that supports the beliefs they already have, they're going to be more inclined to share it. And then also to keep in mind that the audience is actively involved in spreading awareness of both reducing waste and the product. So that one's kind of self-explanatory. I think obviously your brand is not who you say you are, but it's who your consumers say you are and your target audience. So they're going to be actively involved in spreading awareness, so word of mouth. And then for goal number 4, which was to increase traffic back to the website and conversions, we said for that analysis, currently there are little to no clicks on links on Facebook posts. There are no clicks to websites from the Facebook page in the last 3 months. So they don't incorporate a lot of links to from Facebook to their website, which obviously is going to be, consumers want easy one step. And I think if we add more links, they're definitely going to have more traffic driven back to the site. We also said incorporate articles and blog posts about the company's purpose or environmental statistics, again, that drive the audience back to the site if they're interested in how these statistics can be obtained by purchasing our product. Then use significant stats about the product and plastic waste to drive interest to the site, again, kind of similar to what I just said, and that would therefore increase sales. And then discuss the product in the details from a health standpoint. I think this is a big one because by incorporating articles that support FDA-approved, US-made, chemical and toxin-free products, which is what SIPC is, all of the above, it's going to definitely drive traffic back to the site and reach that target audience. our target audience is really involved in being environmentally friendly and also being healthy, which would be FDA approved, chemical toxin free, all that good stuff. Going over the data, so looking at the September 2018 post reach for their Facebook, they had 2 peak days on the graph that's on our project. And those 2 days were September 12th, 2018 and September 27th, 2018. These 2 days and the only 2 peaks that the graph really saw were the days that posts were made on Facebook. So obviously you're not going to get a huge peak on your graph if you're not posting and engaging with your consumers. This data shows that the potential reach is definitely there, but there needs to be consistent posting, and if they don't post consistently, they risk consumers losing interest and possibly unfollowing, unliking, which isn't great. And also creating posts is the start to a conversation and interacting with potential consumers, so just posting is really important. And if you only do it twice a month, you can't expect to get a big reach. It also does show that there is like slight bumps in reach every day for the most part, which implies that their consumers are still checking out their product, whether they're posting or not, and they're still referring back to that Facebook page. Also, for the fan demographics, majority of the fans, 90% actually, are going to be women, and the popular age range for this is going to be 25 to 34, and then 34 to 44 brackets for that. Most of the fans are from the United States, and they do speak English as yes. And then the most popular cities for the fans are San Diego, New York, and then Philadelphia. So I think we also talked about something where in the recommendations that will follow is by kind of basing it off those cities that are really popular, we had an idea that if they were to possibly, I don't know how all this copywriting works, but if they could potentially get sports teams or something like that and target that towards like, San Diego, New York, Philadelphia, the sports teams, they might, since they already have popularity there, they might see bigger increase in popularity. And then best time to reach fans is going to be between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. on average. And that's just most fans are most active between those hours. So maybe they're at work and then they come home and they're on Facebook. So we have to know when to target them because we want to post when they're about to see it, not, it gets lost on the timeline. So yeah, thank you.
Hey guys, I'm going to be going over recommendations and content ideas for SIPSI. So for content, we want to post more regularly, at least every other day. This will increase their social media presence and hopefully get more interaction with their audience. We want to post more images. There should be one with almost every single post. This will give the audience more visual to look at and hopefully attract more attention to each post. We want to share user-generated content and less stock photos of the product. We want to add more information about promotional product industry on Facebook page and website. And studies show that in older generations on Facebook, so we want to tailor posts to older audiences. For audience, the majority of Facebook fans are women, so we want to share less sports posts and more posts that would interest women and mothers. This would include more posts about using SIPSI for like wine stoppers and other products that older women and mothers use. We want to, with the holiday season approaching, we want to promote SIPSI as a gift option for family and friends, just like kind of like a stocking stuffer or just a small gift that can be given out. And we want to create new and updated designs that fit the target audience better. For outreach, we want to reach out to and follow more businesses who could be interested in promotional products. We want to partner with other companies with sustainable products or reduce waste-focused messages for giveaways. We want to attend outdoor events with a pop-up shop or promotional tent. And we want to sponsor beach cleanings or other environment-focused events. And then also partner with athletes who can promote SIPSI product while traveling and competing. This kind of goes with user-generated content, but I think it'd be good to get athletes to advocate for the product. It'll just get more audience attention, and it'll increase the social media presence if the athlete promotes it as well. For content ideas, we have like a few posts that we have written out, so I'm gonna list them off. For the first one, We have how do you use Sipsy? Share with us the creative ways to use your Sipsy, and then also include an image of Sipsy used as a stopper for an olive oil container. The second one is take your Sipsy with you everywhere you go, and then include an image of the Sipsy carrying case hanging off a backpack or purse. Third one is tag a friend who could use a Sipsy in their life. Include an image of 2 people holding bottles with Sipsies on them. And the last one is send in your creative photos of you using Sipsy for a chance to win one for you and a friend, and then partner with other companies for larger giveaway prizes. We think these posts can get more audience attention and increase the social media presence of Sipsy in general, just because they kind of attract audience interaction with the post, with the giveaways and the images and stuff. So we think it could help out a lot.